What's up, everybody? It's fucking beautiful out today, man. It's noon, get rocking shit out, getting stuff done. My fucking joystick's about to die. I forgot to charge it overnight. So this video is gonna be short, but I figure I'd give you guys a heads up. I got the other seat out. I got one bolt left. I'm stuck on one fucking bolt right there, and then I gotta get it stripped out. It's done. It was stripped before I even started it, and then this one is stripped, and so is this one. So I gotta cut those off, get those out somehow. Whether I could always put like a edge in it, you know what I mean? I'll file it, make a groove, and turn it into a flathead. I can do that. And then this carpet's getting torn up tonight, and that's what you're gonna see soon. It's wet. You can feel it. You know, I want it out. This is why it's all about to get. All this is gonna get treated, you know, everything's gonna be, this whole truck is getting restored for Mago. So I've just been at work, man, packing up, cleaning up, going through stuff, you know, emailing people are emailing me. Nothing on Facebook Marketplace yet, but I'm gonna try to get this motor in today. I told Bill, you know, come on down. I ended up finding a T50 myself. I didn't need any tools from him, but he has sawzall blades. I told him, you got the sawzall blades, I got the sawzall, this one, you know, just bring me some sawzall blades, please. So I'm taking a break from that. I need to take a break, period. So that's why I turned on the camera. You guys can take a break with me. Short little break. Been cleaning, you know, trying to get everything packed up. Fucking just made some more coffee. I gotta eat soon. That's another, like, I gotta eat lunch, you know. And then fucking going through all these fucking receipts. I still got tons of receipts. Fucking I still gotta put with all my other shit. Which, listen, man, when you start doing Bitcoin shit, the shit's expensive, man. Fucking, it's not, save everything, man. Listen. And this is legit Bitcoin stuff. This isn't fraudulent stuff. This isn't scam stuff, right? This isn't Cash App and all that stuff you see people doing. So this is real investments. You hear me? This is real. This is my hard-earned money. You know what I'm saying? Like, really getting put to work, and I'm pulling it out, you know what I mean? And putting it to work in other places, you know, when I make it. So, and in order to get your money off of Bitcoin, right, you gotta pay to get it out, in a sense, right? You gotta crunch numbers. So Steam is the fastest one, man. Look, $20. That one was bad. 20, 40. Look, 70. All right, 120. You see, look, another 50. 220. 320. 420. 520, 620, 720, 820. And look, I got all these $20 transaction ones, you know, 30. Look, I'm already at a grand. Look, grand right here, over a grand. I got over a grand. That ain't all of them, you know what I mean? Look, listen, man, I still got. They're all over. They're in here, all over the place. There's more, I promise. Fucking, that's just to get money off. That's just the money I spend to get the money off, to where I can go spend it. I gotta spend money to get my money out of the wallet. They transfer it, and then I gotta go. We're gonna go through all of it. Then you gotta go to the machine, turn it into regular money. All this shit's fucking stupid, complicated. It's always a headache. It's really not fun at all. But when I save receipts, save everything. Like, these are all fucking receipts too. Fucking tax information. All that shit. I gotta go through all of this stuff. Fucking all these get cleaned. I gotta clean this shit. You know what I mean? This is basically a receipt. I have proof I spent this money, right? I have receipts for it too, you know. It all goes in there. It all goes in this bin. It's all got to get together. Whatever you do, whatever you spend, you got to listen. Save every single thing you put in. And you have to know what's going in, what's going out when you start over, or when you start a business. So this is going in one of those boxes. Somebody, whoever, comments and stuff. If you're the first 50, within the first 50 subscribers, you're getting a picture. A Victoria beer. It's one of Mexico's favorite beers. It was Margarita's favorite beer. I cut out the cardboard and I stuck it in the picture frame itself, which they can have this angel. It's one of my favorite ones. I've always left it, it's always had these stars. I was gonna do it, but the person that lived here before did it. I like it. I want to keep it, but somebody else is getting it. It's gonna go in this one. Then I'm giving this stuff away, like I got this at a garage sale. It's old school. It's like from the 70s. I got a fucking banana fucking grater. Somebody's getting that. That type of stuff. So, we need to smoke, man. I need coffee. I need to smoke and take a break. I've been going at it for the past hour and a half. Just non-stop. Just cleaning, organizing stuff. Gotta get it done. It's not going to get done by itself, right? I did a lot of yoga this morning. I've been stretching a lot this morning. I've been doing it all night, last night, all day today. I'm home. I don't, I gotta figure out how to get some money today for food. I need at least some bread. I got peanut butter jelly. I'm out of bread. I got lemons. I got everything to eat today besides bread. That's what I gotta come up with money. I just robbed my neighbor for some sugar, which I went and bought milk because I don't have no money for no sugar. I don't have money for anything right now, really. And he said he went grocery shopping, which I knew that because when I opened the door, I seen him pulling up. And he said he forgot. He said he grabbed everything but sugar. He forgot. But he's like, I think I got some. He had a whole fucking thing of it. He's like, how much you need? I'm like, bro, I just need a little bit for another cup of coffee for now. He ended up giving me enough for 2, so that made me happy. So. Rocking out with music, all that. Just take your time off away from everyone, the camera. Now we're back on, back in action. Which I'm hungry as fuck. This is what I've been eating, is frosted bite-sized wheats. That's all I've been eating today, which I'm about to smash. I only had a little tiny bowl this morning. I'm about to smash fucking all of it. I'm about to eat the rest of it for lunch. I just poured coffee all over me. So these are the best rechargeable batteries I found so far. If you have any ideas if you know any better batteries than these Lexels, these recharger ones, let me know. I've been using this Duracell 500 recharger, but it doesn't tell me when these are charged. I think it's because I need Duracell rechargeables. It charges the batteries. It just doesn't tell me when they're charged, so I just charge them overnight. I just put them in there, boom, plug it in the wall. They work pretty good, man. They last a while. I'm happy with them. I haven't found another pair either. I got them out of a camera. They've never went bad. They're the only ones that I bought a lot of them. I bought Duracell rechargeables. These are the only ones that have ever stuck around. I've had them for years. Every time I charge them, they always take a charge and they always hold. They never die. Like, I'm serious, they die. I'm just saying they never not quit working. They always take a charge with that charger. It always works and always lasts a long time. Those batteries will last a couple weeks. I usually use it for my controller for my mouse, but that mouse took a shit. And I ended up using this one. This one's my favorite one. It's a Polaroid one. It's the cheapest one, and it takes 2 AAAs. They don't take AAAs like all the other ones. All the other ones take 1 AA. But they all took a shit on me. I don't have any more. This is the only one that survived out of all of them. I think I have one more somewhere, and it's a red one. It's red. It's in one of these boxes somewhere. It's red, and I can't get it to work or something. I don't know. Last time I tried to get it to work, it wouldn't work. I couldn't get it to work. I don't know if the USB, I might have mixed up the USBs. Because you got to have the little adapters with them. They always come with this little piece right here. Which I like this one because it always shuts off. You know, until you click it, and it's good. And I absolutely love this TravelMate B laptop, man. I promise you, if you ever come across one, pick one up. I paid $50 for this, man. Listen, I use this laptop more than I use any other machine, I promise, which that's only because I'm, you know, of what I do mostly, you know, every day. That's my everyday machine. You know, this obviously will get used more once I actually sit down and start. I don't have to, you know, run around every day to get food and fucking all this other bullshit, you know. Do all these videos. I can take a break and actually sit on a Sunday and just fucking enjoy my coffee and compute on the boat in the marina, which I'm excited. Because I got to do that first and get in school and get everything situated before I even start chartering and start sailing around the world and all that bullshit. Which I want to smoke. We got to wash that domino, which is going to go with the rest of my dominoes and my crystal, which is going with me. All my crystals going with me. The only crystal I gave away so far is that little rose, which I really don't want to give it away. But I'm going to. We're going to roll a drizzle in. I want to smoke a joint. I have to. So, which I've been smoking a lot. I've been smoking way more than I need to be. Definitely. I know it's also because, you know, I'm working all day. I'm running around all day. I'm not hibernating. Like, you know, I'm doing all this work on these vehicles. I got a lot on my mind. I'm programming all day, you know. I'm writing scripts. I'm networking. I'm, you know, doing videos. I'm selling stuff. I'm fucking building a business. I got to do paperwork. You know how hard this shit is, man, to run these type of businesses? People think, like, people don't give these people credit for what they do. They think, like, a lot of people think, like, all these millionaires, like, they just, like, boom, just were millionaires. They were lucky. That's not true at all. Most of them had to work hard for it. And if they didn't work hard for it, their parents did. That's factual. That fudgicle was the bottom of the bag. There was some stems in it. It was kind of stemmy. Dude, my boy hooked me up, man. Listen, I have all that shake for free. I could get high for the whole... Listen, if I wanted to be bougie, like if I wanted to really save money, bro, and not spend any money, I could make that last literally the whole 2 weeks, week or two. I'm serious, I could make that last a week or two. I would not spend any money, and we'd be fucking good. I'd save a lot of money. I spent a lot of money on marijuana. That's another thing. My dad was like, you can't afford this house, you can't do this, you can't do that, your marijuana habit's too much. I started laughing. I was like, whatever, dude. You don't even know how to fucking make $500 in a day. You have no idea what you're talking about, my dude. You have no idea, my guy. But it should be nice to get his senior discount. You know, the military discount's nice and all, but I don't like taking it. I do not like getting it at all. I don't like using it. I feel weird when I take it. I use it, obviously, you know, I love getting a deal. Which, I gotta figure out what I do with my papers. And right here, which I'm going to add a little bit of shake to this just because that's all bud and it's kind of wet. You know, it's not wet, like, it's cured. But I'm just adding a little shake to it, you know, spice it up a little bit, you know, give it a little flavor. There, I'm telling you, my boy hooked me up. Right now, I can be smoking bomb-ass weed and not touch this, you know. But this is bomb-ass weed. It's just, you know, it's just the crumbs. That's all. You know. Even the Bible says even the dogs get the crumbs from the table. Which we're gonna do a lot of Bible reading today. I'm excited for today. God's been good, man. Listen, man, I needed exactly my bills would be shut off right now if it wasn't for that guy coming through. And that one guy fucked me around all day, wasting my time. I told God, like, look, man, I gotta have my internet on, I gotta have my bills, I gotta pay my bills, you know. I'm good as long as my bills are paid. I'm happy. I'm good. I don't need all that right now. You know what I mean? I don't need to spend money. I'm building up a business, which I'm showing everybody how to do it. You gotta learn how to be very, very witty, man. You gotta be quick-witted. You just gotta have dirt, like grit, you know? You gotta get dirty, man. Can't be afraid to get dirty. You must slave for yourself, in a sense. Instead of slaving for someone else, you must slave for yourself. I'm telling you, ain't nobody as fucking hard as me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how big you are, any of that. I don't give a fuck. You ain't, listen, man, you ain't gonna outdo me. You ain't gonna outshine me, nothing. I'll put you down every time. You're gonna hate me if you try to, listen, man, if you try to up one me or anything like that, you're not gonna like me. You'll be my worst enemy. So just be kind, be nice, be generous around me, and you won't have any problems. It's just that simple. I promise you that. You're not gonna like me because I'm just gonna run up in your shit. Because if I don't like you, you're on my property. Otherwise, I have no other reason not to like you, run up in your shit. Because I don't know you, therefore, I've never seen you, you don't have never caused me problems. I need to pack this a little bit better. I can't wait to smoke. Can't wait to eat either. Alright, now we grab some cardboard like this. All you do is you twist it up like that, you roll it, and you put it in there like that, and then you want to push it open like this, you know? You want to open that paper so it keeps the tip open. That's all we want. So when we hit it, we can get a nice rip on it, you know, it ain't closing up. I like to do that on all my joints because it gets a better hit, I get higher, and the resin ain't all over my lips and shit. It don't close up on me. It's more enjoyable, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sure you fellas know. If you don't know, now you know, nigga. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy. You get to enjoy the day, my man, my womans, my ladies, my gents. Can't wait to meet some of y'all, some of you crazy fuckers. I know some of the people that subscribed already. I'm pretty sure most of them are cool. That's good. telling you, my boy grows good weed, man. And he's not just doing it himself, you know. He's doing it with a bunch of people, you know. It's a whole facility. It's, you know, state-of-the-art type shit. You know, all digital LEDs, all that shit. Come on, man. His boy fucking dressed up like Willy Wonka, man, and had a golden ticket. Like, the guy's a millionaire. Like, he knows what he's doing. Listen, you're not going to become a millionaire just growing weed. That's not going to happen. You're not going to throw some seeds in a bucket and think you're just going to be fucking rich. It's not going to happen. It takes a lot of work and dedication to grow marijuana and do it the right way and heal people. Because marijuana heals people. It does. It brings healing. It brings a lot of healing. It brings people together, relationships together. I was trying to tell my dad that one of his last girlfriends, the one I didn't like, the one I told him that's fucking just with him for his money, but she ain't with him. He ain't with her. He's with some other girl. I just fucking went on his. He's been watching my Facebook, watching my videos and shit. I went on his Facebook. He's already got some new girl, already shacking up with some new woman. But she's got crosses all over her picture, all over her neck and everything. I thought that was funny. I'm like, here it is. Here's my dad fucking telling me I'm a piece of shit and that he don't believe in Jesus and all this other stuff. Takes off on me, right? Abandons me in this house. He's supposed to split rent with me. I don't want to live in this house without splitting rent. That's not what I wanted. I would have been on my boat. Instead, he fucking held me back. He slowed me down. I could have already done this a year and a half ago. I already been out on a boat doing this. Instead, he's fucking around being a coward. And then here he is, shacking up with some woman that's a Christian. Took him in. She took him in, just like any other fucking woman. Taking him in. Instead of him having a house, paying for stuff, you know, having a home like this, what is he doing? Shacking up with a woman. And I'm hoping that she's a Jewish woman because I see all the crosses that she takes care of him because he deserves it. All those other fucking women wasting his time. I'm telling you, this deep house, chill out, lounge beats, all that deep house gentleman shit is good, man. This screen looks really good too for it not being HD and shit, and for me running Linux, not being a full DirectX, you know, driver and all that. It looks great. I'm happy. So we got to update. We'll update it. Looks like we have some updates. We'll do it the right way. So we'll go here. We're going to open up a terminal. All right, we're going to type in sudo. We're going to type in sudo because we're asking for administrative privileges, apt, which is the aptitude-get. We're going to update first. So it's just going to, all it's doing is contacting the servers to make sure it's got updated information to get the stuff, to get the software and the drivers and stuff. That's what it does. All right, we're good. Then we're going to do the same thing, type in sudo, apt, get upgrade. We're just going to upgrade. Hit that. Enter. It says the following packages will be upgraded. A bunch of shitload. Firefox stuff, format USB, Grow 1.2, JavaScript stuff, Grow 1.2, more JavaScript shit, libwebkit, library WebKit, 2GTK. It says it's going to install some NVIDIA-Detect stuff for drivers and quick system-info GUI GUI. It says it's going to upgrade 12 applications. It needs to fetch 91.4 megabytes of archives. It says after this operation, 949 kilobytes of additional disk space will be used. Do you want to continue? Y for yes, N for no. We're going to hit Y, hit enter. And it's going to go ahead, fetch the packages. It said it fetched them, it's unpacking them. Then it's going to go ahead and install them. Once it unpacks, it's processing, installing, done. So we just, we do a clear. We can do a exit, whatever, boom, exit, boom. We good. We updated. Let's check the weather. Morning, cloudy today, light rain, partly cloudy all day today. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, light cloudy, sunny, light cloudy. Today, we're still at the same, we still have the same altitude. We haven't moved. Astronomical data was pulled today at 16:37. It says current field temps none. It says meteor no. MET.no Sunrise API states that this version of the web service is depreciated and the plugin needs to be adapted to use a newer version or it will stop working within a few months. It's telling me to update, which I already know that. We read that already. The moon is at a waning crescent. The moon rise came up at 1:58. Moon set is going to be at 16:56, which is not the sun, so I'm about the moon. Temperature is 72.5, 58.1. Apparent temperature on the Beaufort scale is a 3. The wind is a 9.2, which is a 3 on the Beaufort. The Beaufort scale, which we're going to be going over all those different measurements and scales they use for, like weather mapping and all that stuff for all the tornadoes, cyclones, all that stuff. We'll be learning it together, all that stuff. Fog, middle clouds is 11%. High clouds 3.1%. Total cloudiness 15.1. Low clouds is 0.8. No fog. The barometric pressure today is 14.7 psi. Relative humidity 60.7%. Yeah, we're doing good today. Which that's just the basics. Which I haven't really, I've been cleaning, doing stuff. I haven't really done anything today, which I'm excited to get going today. I've been cleaning, packing up. I haven't done anything else. No computer stuff, really, nothing. I'm so excited to get used to it. I've been neglecting. I got so much going on. I haven't been able to sit at this computer and get a whole day in or a couple hours in it at all. It's driving me crazy. I'm starting to go nuts now. Because now that I have it, and it's already been a week since I've had it, everything. You gotta have it. Listen, this app gives you this app right here. It's an open source app. Alright, look. You can not only search everything, I'm talking files that are locked down. Not everything that you could think of, you'll have access to. Alright? Whatever you can find on it, and it will give you administrative privileges. You'll be able to find it, search it. It's great. It's one of my favorite apps when I build stuff. And what's nice is you can connect to servers too. You can connect to different servers, ETP servers, which are similar to FTP servers in a sense. We'll be going over that one day. I might be setting one of those up. We'll see. I got to get to the boat and get internet connections before I do all that shit, Meeting with Retrospect, LSPC. People can meet me now. That's another reason why I wanted this. I want to be able to run Windows 11. I wanted to be able to get into all this stuff and develop for Windows. I'm going to be using Blend for Visual Studio, all that stuff, man. I'm excited. It's going to be nice. Oh, the MSN money was nice too. I'm excited to use that. I'm excited to use all this stuff. Which we need to check we need to grow the tree, which... report current weather, I get plus 50. Agree, thanks for your feedback. It said the neighbor reported no rain. I put, I agree. I said thanks for the agreement. This is why listen, man, I like this app. It's really, and it's through AccuWeather, which I'm surprised. I usually don't have good, when I use it on the Android, it's not that great. But for here, it seems the weather app, it seems to be good. It's because it's using Microsoft. I thought it said it was using AccuWeather. It might still be. I don't know where I read that. But I like this. This is nice. It shows you where, it shows the rain. And, it's got visuals. I love it. And it's a 10-day forecast. Suggestions for the day: umbrella, outdoors, fair, clothing, breathing, heat stroke, caution. The skies will be mostly cloudy. The high will be 79 on this humid day. Night, heavy rain is expected. And it's crazy. That's why I wanted to go through some of this stuff. See where it's hot and cold. Like, you see how bad it's getting? Listen, it's really, really bad. And this is normal. People will say this is normal, but it's getting out of hand. And what's crazy is they're talking about, you see how bad the storms are getting? They're talking about within the next fucking 50, 30 years, the scientists are talking about this is all going to be 1 million people because it's getting so hot, the global warming, right? It's getting so hot that it's going to shift over 1 million people. So along the coast, all along here, they're talking about miles are going to be going underwater, which is the truth. Because I watch Michigan. All my favorite beaches are underwater that I grew up going to. You can't even walk on the same beach. They're completely underwater. And it's happening from global warming. Which a lot of people say, no, it's the natural cycle. The Earth does that every so many years. No, listen. No. No. It's happening rapidly, fast. I'm doing the studies. The fish are dying quickly. Listen, man. China's so scared that they're dying. You have to put it in perspective. Look, I try to tell people, man. I've been doing the studies for a long time. Look, if you look at a map, right? Look at China, right? China's got over 1 billion people, right? More than all the people combined together than the rest of the world. This is all mountainous. You see it? It's all mountainous. All of this is mountainous, right? Russia and China below, right? That's Russia. Then you got China below. Right here, look. Look at China. Look at South China. Look at North China. What do you see? Nothing but mountain ranges. This is the only area right here where it's low plains. And you see why it's so hot? Because you got a valley right there, which is also Linfen, China, which is the most polluted place in the continent, in the world. On that continent and in the world. You can't even put your hand in front of your face without seeing it. It's like smoking a carton of cigarettes a day because Linfen, China is the world's biggest coal deposit. And not only that, it's below sea level and it's got nothing but mountain ranges around it. So it just sits stagnant. The air just sits stagnant and doesn't move around. And you see the flow, how it flows? This is the stuff I'm studying. You see how it flows? That's why it sits there. Okay? That's why it gets hot. I wanted a touchscreen, which I will get one for study purposes, but I didn't need it right this minute. I didn't want it actually for this specific laptop. It was just I only get what I need for what I need it for. When I need that, I'll get it. But this is mostly where all of the typhoons are happening, up through here, all through here, through Manila, the Philippines, all through here. This is where all the typhoons happen the most, okay? This is where I'll be studying a lot, all right? The second, they happen here as well, okay? That's very common for them to happen off the coast right here in India and hit, okay? And then over here, they love it over here, obviously. They hit it right here and right here. And the reason why all this is red is because it's near the equator also, all right? And there's many things too. There's anomalies. There's a few anomalies which I'll be talking about that they've discovered. They're magnetic forces and stuff. It's insane. You can see I love it. I study this stuff. So I'm going to be out there. Mostly this is where I'm going to be sailing from. Look. So everybody knows if they want to sail with me, you know, pay me and go on a honeymoon trip, right? This is where Margot lives, right? Right here in Mexico City, right? This is where she grew up. This is where I'm headed. Mexico City, this is where I'm getting married at, okay? It's 67 degrees, which if you go back to Beijing, it said it was 76 today. Today, it's 84. I'm going to be going to school here. So I'm going to be going to school here in Orlando. I'm going to be living somewhere up through here. I was thinking I want to be up in here maybe, but I have a feeling I'm going to be more over here by Panama City, Tallahassee. You know, I would love to actually I really was looking at Crestview and Mobile. And the reason why I say Mobile is because the name of it, I was really looking at it. I have a feeling if I buy a property, I'm going to be coming out of here. This is where I want to live. Because see the bay? You see how you come through these little islands right here? There's protection, you know, off. So when the wind surges, right, the water surges, you know what I mean? I can almost guarantee, because there's Pensacola. This is where I was actually going to be living mostly. This is where I'm searching is Pensacola. Because I'm going to be, it's too expensive for me to live in Orlando. But I can drive there, you know, I can get there and I can drive there. I'm going to be, you know, I'm driving. So that's why I got to get another, I'm most likely getting a wagon, an Escort wagon. I was going to get another Geo and do it, which I am, a Suzuki Swift, but it's going to be cheaper and quicker for me to find a wagon than it is to find a Geo or a Suzuki Swift. It's going to be less money too. So, this is where I want to be. Mobile, Michigan. Oh, not Mobile, I say Michigan. Mobile, Alabama or Florida. I forget. I think it's Alabama, yeah, because there's the state line. It's right on the border of... And then Fairhope, I was looking at Fairhope. These are the two names. This is why I want them. There's significant meaning to it for me. You know what I mean? Because of me being a Christian and what I'm doing. I'm going to be basically porting out Fairhope, Mobile Fairhope, Alabama. That's where I'm looking at for houses. That's where I'm going to be. And then Margarita is picking. She gets to pick wherever she wants. So I'm going to be a lot of times going to be sailing people from here out from our house, right? Doing YouTube videos. I'm going to be sailing all the way through here along this, recording this, all the way down and then into the port, you know, all into these ports. You know, I'm going to be going to all these ports along here and staying for weeks at a time, working at jobs like Corpus Christi. I'll be there. I'm going to be making its way down. And then what I'll do is I'll find a marina somewhere in a port over here, like for San Fernando, for example, right? My boat will stay there, and then, you know, I'll pull it out of the water. It will be, you know, it'll be housed, you know, paid for, all that stuff, winterized, you know, summerized, whatever you want to call it. Wherever I'm at down there, they'll take care of it, go through it, you know, get upgrades, that type of stuff. And then, you know, visit our property wherever Margarita decides she wants to take me in Mexico City. You know, this is just an example. It looks like I'm going to have to go down farther, which, you know, she's mentioned a lot of places that she was familiar with and stuff, which she wants to show me. She knows all these different names, all these places. I'm excited. She said she's going to take me to the Guadalajara, all that stuff. I can't wait. Which Mexico City, right, is the monarch butterfly capital of the world. They actually fly from here all the way up to where I'm at in Michigan and back just to mate. It's insane. So, I named my tree Margarita Retros. That's the name of the flowers, the trees, Margarita Retro trees. So, we'll read, and then I'm gonna go eat, and then that type of stuff. Upload. I gotta charge everything up. And then I'm gonna set things up. We'll do some cool stuff next video. I'll actually see if we can do something, learn something. So that's what I'm all about, learning. It's funny, I got up to get a lighter. I had one in my pocket. So I'm gonna be doing this all around the world, you know, documenting these places. And I'm gonna have to go and figure out, you know, where all the storms are. So out of those hot spots I pointed, that's where I'm going to be. There's going to be 5 welding zones. I'm really important. There's going to be 5 zones. There's 5 of them that I've really been studying. Which I think is funny is there's 5 welding zones. 5 is my favorite number. There's no such thing as coincidence. You hear me? So Isaiah 27, selected grain by grain. Yeah, that's where we were. Chapter 27. Selected grain by grain. At that time, God will unsheathe his sword, his merciless, massive, mighty sword. He'll punish the serpent, Leviathan, as it flees. Leviathan, the serpent Leviathan, thrashing in the flight. He'll kill that old dragon that lives in the sea. At that same time, a fine vineyard will appear. It says there's something to sing about. I, God, tend it. I keep it well watered. I keep careful watch over it so that no one can damage it. I'm not angry. I care. Even if it gives me thistles and thorn brushes, I'll just pull them out and burn them up. Let that vine cling to me for safety. Let it find a good and whole life with me. Let it hold on for a good and whole life. I was just speaking about vines today on the boat. Those are the only trees that would survive on that boat if I grew. It says, the days are coming when Jacob shall put down roots, Israel blossom and grow fresh branches and fill the world with its fruit. Has God knocked them to the ground? Has he knocked down those who hit them? Oh no. Were they killed as their killers were killed? Again, no. He was hard on them, all right. The exile was a harsh sentence. He blew them away on a fierce blast of wind. But the good news is that through this experience, Jacob's guilt was taken away. The evidence that his sin is removed will be this. He will tear down the alien altars, take them apart stone by stone, and then crush the stones into gravel and clean out all the sex and religion shrines. For there's nothing left of that pretentious grandeur. Nobody lives there anymore. It's unlivable. But animals do just fine, browsing and bedding down. And it's not a bad place to get firewood. Dry twigs and dead branches are plentiful. It's the leavings of a people with no sense of God. So the God who made them will have nothing to do with them. He who formed them will turn his back on them. At that time, God will thresh from the river Euphrates to the brook of Egypt, and you, people of Israel, will be selected grain by grain. At that same time, a great trumpet will be blown, calling home the exiles from Assyria, welcoming home the refugees from Egypt to come and worship God on the holy mountain of Jerusalem. It says chapter 28. And my fucking wallet's starting to piss me off from sitting on it. It's hurting my ass. And I just knocked down my Bible. These papers are so thin too. So I hate when I do stuff with it. Alright. It says, God will speak in baby talk. God will speak in baby talk. Doomed to the pre-trench. It says, oh, my nutsack. Fuck. Bro. Seriously, I want to get comfortable and read. It says, God will speak in baby talk. Doomed to the pretentious drunks of Ephraim, shabby and washed out and seedy, tipsy, sloppy, fat, bare-bellied parodies out of a pride and handsome past. Watch closely. God has someone picked out, someone tough and strong to flatten them. Like a hailstorm, like a hurricane, like a flash flood. One-handed, he'll throw them to the ground. Samaria, the party hat on Israel's head, will be knocked off with one blow. It will disappear quicker than a piece of meat tossed to a dog. It says, at that time, God of the angel armies will be the beautiful crown on the head of what's left of his people. Energy and insights of justice to those who guide and decide. Strength and prowess to those who guard and protect. These also, the priests and prophets, stagger from drink, weaving, fallen down drunks, besotted with wine and whiskey. Can't see straight, can't talk sense. Every table is covered with vomit. They live in their own vomit. Is that so? And who do you think you are to teach us? Who are you to lord it over us? We're not babies in diapers to be talked down to by such as you. Ba da da da, blah 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 blah. That's a good little girl. Ooh, that's a good little boy. But that's exactly how you will be addressed. God will speak to this people in baby talk, one syllable at a time, and he'll do it through foreign oppressors. He said before, this is the time and place to rest, to give rest to the weary. This is the place to lay down your burden, but they won't listen. So God will start over with the simple basics and address them in baby talk, one syllable at a time. Da 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 da, blah 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 blah. That's a good little girl. That's a good little boy. And like toddlers, they will get up and fall down, get bruised and confused and lost. It says, now listen to God's message, you scoffers, you who rule this people in Jerusalem and the world. You say we've talked, and it says we've taken out a good life insurance. We've hedged all our bets, covered all our bases. No disaster can touch us. We've thought of everything. We're advised by the experts. We're set. That's what I'd be speaking about. All these people, they're trying to, SpaceX and all these other places. They're trying to build all these things, and go to all these planets, and save their own skin, thinking that, they're setting up some type of system, right, for us to survive if doomsday comes. What? God is clearly saying, I've already provided it for you. Right here. It just said it. Now listen to God's message, you scoffers, you who rule this people in Jerusalem and the world. You say we've taken out good life insurance, we've hedged all our bets, covered all our bases, no disaster can touch us, we thought of everything, we're advised by the experts, we're set. Just because they have money, they went to some experts, they went to some other human, thinking that this human can tell them what to do and how to save their life, their skin. You're gonna, what? It doesn't make any sense. If God listen man, God can fucking flip a switch like that. Boom. Done. It says the meaning of the stone. But the Master God has something to say to this, he says. Watch closely, I'm laying a foundation in Zion, a solid granite foundation, squared and true, and this is the meaning of the stone. A trusting life won't topple. I'll make sure justice, the measuring stick, and righteousness, the plumb line for the building. A hailstorm will knock down the shanty town of lies, and a flash flood will wash out the rubble. It says, then you'll see that your precious life insurance policy wasn't worth the paper it was written on. Your careful precautions against death were a pack of illusions and lies. When the disaster happens, you'll be crushed by it. Every time disaster comes, you'll be in on it. Disaster in the morning, disaster at night. Every report of disaster will send you cowering in terror. There'll be no place where you can rest, nothing to hide under. God will rise in full stature, raging as he did long ago on Mount Perazim. Perizam, or whatever you say. It says it doesn't matter, it's God's mountain. Fucking he owns everything. And in the valley of Gibeon against the Philistines, but this time was against you. Hard to believe, but true. Not what you would expect, but it's coming. Sober up, friends, and don't scoff. Scoffing will just make it worse. I've heard the orders issued for destruction, orders from God of the angel armies, ending up in an international disaster. Remember, this is Isaiah's vision of the future. He's writing it down for people to witness and see. It's what he's witnessed. God gave him this because he loved Isaiah. Therefore, he loved all of his people that love him. Therefore, he's giving a warning to the people his love so they could be prepared and ready for his coming. It says, listen to me now. Whether he comes in our lifetime or not, Jesus says he didn't even know when that time comes. It says, listen to me now, give me your closest attention. Do farmers plow and do nothing but plow? Or harrow and do nothing but harrow? Or harrow, after they prepared the ground, don't they plant? Do they scatter dill and spread cumin? Don't they scatter dill and spread cumin, plant wheat and barley in the fields and raspberries along the borders? They know exactly what to do and when to do it. Their God is their teacher. And at the harvest, the delicate herbs and spices, the dill and cumin, are treated delicately. On the other hand, wheat is threshed and milled, but still not endlessly. The farmer knows how to treat each kind of grain. He learned it all from God of the angel armies, who knows everything about when and how and where. It says, Number 29, chapter 29, blind yourself so that you see nothing. It says, doom, Ariel, the city where David set camp. Let the years add up. It says, let the festivals run their cycles. But I'm not letting up on Jerusalem. No, I'm not. The moaning and groaning will continue. Jerusalem to me is an Ariel. Like David, I'll set up camp against you. I'll set siege, build towers, bring in siege engines, build siege ramps. Driven into the ground, you'll speak. You'll mumble words from the dirt, your voice from the ground like the muttering of a ghost. Your speech will whisper from the dust. But it will be your enemies who are beaten to dust. The mob of tyrants will be blown away like chaff, because surprise as if out of nowhere. A visit from God of the angel armies with thunderclaps, earthquakes, and ear-splitting noise, backed up by hurricanes, tornadoes, and lightning strikes, at the mob of enemies at war with Ariel. All who trouble and hassle and torment her will turn out to be a bad dream, a nightmare, like a hungry man dreaming he's eating steak and wakes up hungry as ever, like a thirsty woman dreaming she's drinking iced tea and wakes up thirsty as ever. So that mob of nations at war against Mount Zion will wake up and find they haven't shot an arrow, haven't killed a single soul. Drug yourselves so you feel nothing. Blind yourselves so you see nothing. Get drunk but not on wine. Black out but not from whiskey. For God has rocked you into a deep, deep sleep. Put the discerning prophets to sleep. Put the far-sighted seers to sleep. It says, you have everything backward. It says, you have been shown here is somewhat like a letter in a sealed envelope. So just so you know, real quick, the last video cut out on me that I uploaded. It might cut out soon. We're at 51 minutes, so we might have 10 minutes. I'm going to try to read as much as I can. It's just one of those days. I don't care if it cuts out or not. We'll just continue. It says, you have everything backward. It says, what you've been shown here is somewhat like a letter in a sealed envelope. If you give it to someone who can read and tell her, read this, she'll say, I can't. The envelope is sealed, and if you give it to someone who can't read and tell him, read this, he'll say, I can't read. The master said, these people make a big show of saying the right thing, but their hearts aren't in it, because they act like they're worshiping me, but don't mean it. I'm going to step in and shock them awake, astonish them, stand them on their ears. The wise ones who had it all figured out will be exposed as fools. The smart people who thought they knew everything will turn out to know nothing. Doomed to you, you pretend to have the inside track, you shut God out and work behind the scenes, plotting the future as if you knew everything, acting mysterious, never showing your hand. You have everything backward. You treat the potter as a lump of clay. Does a book say to its author, he didn't write a word of me? Does a meal say to the woman who cooked it, she had nothing to do with this? And then before you know it, and without you having anything to do with it, wasted Lebanon will be transformed into lush gardens, and Mount Carmel reforested. At that time the deaf will hear, word for word, what's been written. After a lifetime in the dark, the blind will see. The cast-offs of society will be laughing and dancing in God. The down and out shouting praise to the Holy of Israel. But there'll be no more gangs on the street. Cynical scoffers will be an extinct species. Those who never miss a chance to hurt or demean will never be heard of again. Gone, it says, gone the people who corrupted the courts, gone the people who cheated the poor, gone the people who victimized the innocent. And finally, this, God's message for the family of Jacob, the same God who redeemed Abraham. No longer will Jacob hang his head in shame, no longer grow gaunt and pale with waiting, for he's going to see his children, my personal gift to him, lots of children, and these children will honor me by living holy lives. In holy worship, they'll honor the Holy One of Jacob and stand in holy awe of the God of Israel. Those who got off track will get back on track, and complainers and whiners will learn gratitude. It says, chapter 30, all show no substance. Doom, rebel children, God's decree. You make plans, but not mine. You make deals, but not in my spirit. You pile sin on sin, one sin on top of another, going off to Egypt without so much as asking me, running off to Pharaoh for protection, expecting to hide out in Egypt. Well, some protection Pharaoh will be, some hide out Egypt. They look big and important, true, with officials strategically established in Zoan in the north and Hanes in the south. It says Zoan in the north and Hanes in the south. It says, but there's nothing to them. Anyone stupid enough to trust them will end up looking stupid. All show no substance, an embarrassing farce. And this note on the animals of the Negev encountered on the road to Egypt, a most dangerous, treacherous route, menaced by lions and deadly snakes, and you're going to lug all your stuff down there. Your donkeys and camels loaded down with bribes, thinking you can buy protection from that hollow farce of a nation. Egypt is all show, no substance. My name is her toothless dragon. It's what God just said. I call Egypt the toothless dragon. So this is a rebel generation. So go now and write all this down, put it in a book, so that the record will be there to instruct the coming generations, because this is a rebel generation, a people who lie, a people unwilling to listen to anything God tells them. Tell their spiritual leaders, don't bother us with irrelevancies. They'll tell their preachers, don't waste our time in impracticalities. Tell us what makes us feel better. Don't bore us with obsolete religion. That stuff means nothing to us. Quit hounding us with the Holy of Israel. Therefore, the Holy of Israel says this, because you scorn this message, preferring to live by injustice and shape your lives on lies, this perverse way of life would be like a towering, badly built wall that slowly tilts and shifts, and then one day, without warning, collapses, smashed to bits like a piece of pottery, smashed beyond recognition or repair. It says, useless, a pile of debris to be swept up and thrown in the trash. It says, God takes the time to do everything right. It says, God, the Master, the Holy of Israel, has a solemn counsel. Your salvation requires you to turn back to me and stop your silly efforts to save your lives. Your strength will come from settling down in complete dependence on me. The very thing you've been unwilling to do, you've said nothing. It says, you've said nothing doing, will rush off on horseback. You'll rush off all right, just not far enough. You've said, we'll ride off on fast horses. Do you think your pursuers ride old nags? Think again. 1,000 of you will scatter before one attacker. Before a mere 5 you'll run. It says, before a mere 5 you'll run all off. It says, there'll be nothing left of you. A flagpole on a hill with no flag. A signpost on a roadside with no sign torn off. But God's not finished. He's waiting around to be gracious to you. He's gathering strength to show mercy to you. God takes time to do everything right. Everything. Those who wait around for him are the lucky ones. They are blessed. It says remember this. There's no such thing as lucky ones, but it's just a translation, right? It says, "Oh yes, people of Zion, citizens of Jerusalem, your time of tears is over. Cry for help, and you'll find its grace and more grace. The moment he hears, he'll answer. Just as the Master kept you alive during the hard times, he'll keep the teacher alive and present among you." It says, he'll keep your teacher alive and present among you. Your teacher will be right there, local, and on the job, urging you on whenever you wander left or right. This is the right road. Walk down this road. You'll scrap your expensive and fashionable God images. You'll throw them in the trash as much as it says. You'll throw them in the trash as so much garbage, saying, "Good riddance." God will provide rain for the seeds you sow. The grain that grows will be abundant. Your cattle will range far and wide, oblivious to war and earthquake. The oxen and donkeys you use for hauling and plowing will be fed while near running brooks that flow freely from mountains and hills. Better yet, on the day God heals his people of the wounds and bruises from the time of punishment, moonlight will flare into sunlight, and sunlight, like a whole week of sunshine at once, will flood the land. Look, God's on his way, and from a long way off. It says, smoking with anger, immense as he comes into view, words steaming from his mouth, searing, indicting words, a torrent of words, a flash of flood words, sweeping everyone into the vortex of his words. He'll shake down the nations in a sieve of destruction, herd them into a dead end. But you will sing through it. It says, but you will sing through an all-night holy feast. Your hearts will burst with song. Make music like the sound of flutes on parade, and route to the mountain of God on the way to the rock of Israel. God will sound out in grandiose thunder, display his hammering arm. Furiously angry, showering sparks, cloudburst, storm, hail. Oh yes, at God's thunder, Assyria will cower under the clubbing. Every blow God lands on them with his club is in time to the music of drums and pipes. God in all-out two-fisted battle fighting against them. It says, Topheth's fierce fires are all well prepared, ready for the Assyrian king. The Topheth furnace is deep and wide, well stoked with hot burning wood. God's breath, like a river of burning pitch, starts the fire. I'm done. I gotta eat and breathe. And then it says, chapter 31, impressed by military mathematics, that's me 100%. So, I'm going to leave this for later to read. I'm going to upload this, I'm going to eat, refuel, take a nap, recharge all my devices. My phone is dying. That is blinking, my Nimball. Yeah, I'm excited for today. My cat wants to take a nap. She wants to relax too. So, yeah, we're going to eat, relax for a minute, take a nap. I'll have her lay on me. She's kind of upset with me. She was the whole time I was reading, she was jumping on me and kept on hitting her head right here, and yeah, she jumped kind of hard a couple times. She hit her head really hard, and it you could tell she was like, "Ow." So she's a little upset with me. But I'll see you guys a couple hours. I don't know. Whenever I get it right. Whenever I get it done. So yeah, we gotta go. We're gonna have to. Hopefully, we gotta set some. We gotta plan. I gotta go look at boats soon. All that stuff, man. I gotta get all this stuff finished, packed up. So yeah, we got a lot to do, and I got a lot to be thankful for. So I need to go spend time with God alone. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. God bless. Get in that word, man. Get in the Bible. I promise you, it's worth it.